What is up, Film Geeks, and welcome back to my channel. We made it to the last top 10 video of the year. I gave you my 10 biggest surprises, I gave you my 10 biggest disappointments, and now I'm giving you the 10 best movies of 2019, aka my 10 favorite movies of 2019. I've seen about 70 2019 releases. I thought I did pretty good. Then I hear other people have seen like north of 150, so I'm in the lower tier, but I've seen 70 2019 releases, another 70. These are the 10, actually 11. I cheated a little bit, but there's 11 movies that I just love. I cannot wait to rewatch them. I loved every second of them. That stuck with me the most, and that's what we're going with today. So give me your 10 or 11 or 12, 15, whatever you got down below in the comment section. And with that said, let's get started. Kicking this off at number 10 is Long Shot. It's my favorite romantic comedy, I believe, of all time. It's the least of the year, starring Seth Rogen, Charlize Theron. A chemistry I didn't think would work, that worked better than I ever thought it could. Romantic comedy, so you know how it's going to end. It's all going to be a happy ending, but the way they took us to get there was completely different than any other movie I've seen. And I was surprised by that, and it really knocked my socks off, and I cannot wait to keep rewatching this movie for years to come. Next up at number 9, Dr. Sleep. I'm not a big fan of The Shining. I think it's a pretty good movie, but I'm not like it's one of the best of all time. But Dr. Sleep, I loved it. I am so blown away by how great this movie was, and it's not all that scary. It's more tense than anything. This movie's action-packed, it's entertaining, and keeps you on the edge of your seat. Ewan McGregor and Rebecca Ferguson are absolutely fantastic, and the last 20 minutes, you get the nostalgia vibe of The Shining. I wasn't expecting this movie to be good, and it turned out to be fantastic, and it made my top 10. At number 8 is Hustlers, starring Jennifer Lopez and Constance Wu, about strippers who work in a strip club in New York City during the time of the Great Recession back in 2008. And when a strip club goes down, Jennifer Lopez and Constance Wu figure out a different way to make money by ruining people's lives, basically. This movie's intense, it's sexy, it's funny, it's dramatic, it's everything in the direction of this movie. How Constance Wu's getting interviewed and she's telling the story as it goes along is just awesome. I can't recommend this movie enough. It is honestly, it's damn near perfect. At number 7, Don't Shoot Me, it's Joker. And I love this movie. I think it's one of the 10 best of the year. Obviously, it's on this list. But the more and more I thought of it after I saw it, I was like, it can't be the number 1 movie for me, because I'm not going to want to rewatch this movie for at least probably months. I saw it one time in theaters, and I don't want to see it until I buy it on Blu-ray in a couple months. It's a movie that's dark, it's deep, and it took a lot emotionally out of me. It broke things inside of me I didn't think could be broke by a movie. And when it comes to rewatching, I'm not going to want to rewatch this violent, dark, deep, like psychological thriller movie, not for a while. So I love Joker. I thought it's beautiful and late. I think Joaquin Phoenix is going to win the Oscar. I'm just not going to want to rewatch it all the time, so therefore it's a number 7. Still a fire movie though. At number 6 is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. When the first time I saw this movie, I was kind of frustrated until it ended and wrapped everything up beautifully and turned out to be one of my favorite movies of the year. It was my top 3 until the last month. December has been a fantastic month for movies, and the top 5 has, I think, 4 December releases, so we'll get into those in a second. But Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is bloody fantastic. It's one of my favorite Quentin Tarantino movies. I've only seen 4 Quentin Tarantino movies, so that's why. But I think this movie's great. Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt should both secure Oscar nominations. This movie's funny. It's different. There's a lot going on, but the last 20 minutes, how they wrap it up, man, it's fire. At number 5, a December release, Uncut Gems. Adam Sandler, I knew you had it in him, pal. I knew you had it. It's just awesome. This movie is chaotic. It's sporadic. It's an A24 movie. My girlfriend hated it. I loved every second, and it's a very, kind of seems messy when a movie first starts out. People are yelling over each other. This movie's intense. It's everything. Adam Sandler's a dirtbag guy. Everyone basically hates him. You kind of hate him as a viewer, but this movie has so many people yelling and talking over each other. It seems chaotic, and a lot of audience members are going to be turned off by that. But I found that we are living Adam Sandler's life with him, and that's how chaotic it is to him. So it's chaotic to us. We lived his life. We experienced it with him in this movie. Adam Sandler's fantastic. I hope he wins the Oscar. Maybe also someone else coming in a movie later, but I hope Adam Sandler wins because I love him so much. And Uncut Gems is intense, it's crazy, it's dramatic, and you get so many emotions in you. So therefore, it's my number 5. At number 4 is Ford v Ferrari. You get put in the driver's seat and you go 240 miles per hour across the finish line. This movie's awesome. I've seen it 3 times in theaters. I loved every second of it. Matt Damon, Christian Bale. I love these 2 guys together. I can't wait to see what they do next. This movie's intense. You're literally in a car going so goddamn fast that you feel all the emotions. This movie's intense. You're jumping out of your seat. You're cringing. You're going, ooh, ah. It brings out so many emotions. It makes you laugh. And at the end, it really punches you in the stomach and it makes you want to cry. And you're like, why the hell is this happening right now? But It's a fun-ass ride. At number 3 is Marriage Story, a Netflix movie that I freaking love. I love it so much, and I hope Adam Driver gets nominated for an Oscar. So many Oscar contenders in this, but I hope Adam Driver gets nominated. And him or Adam Sandler, one of them win. The Adams, I'm going for the Adams. One of them win. I'm a happy camper. This movie's emotional, it's intense, and it really hit home for me because my parents got divorced when I was 13 years old, so it really hit home for me on lots of different things. I've watched this movie twice on Netflix. It's about 2 hours. It's not a 3.5-hour movie. That didn't make this list. I'm sorry about that, guys. Spoiler alert. But Marriage Story is emotional, it's intense, it's real, and it's beautiful. I mean, I love Marriage Story with my whole goddamn heart. It was my number 1, but a couple others popped it down. Speaking of which, number 2, Knives Out. And this was my favorite movie of the year, tied with something else we'll get to in a second. But Knives Out is a murder mystery that I didn't know I was going to love as much as I did. I have seen it 3 times in the theater, and I loved it each and every single time. And Daniel Craig is Benoit Blanc. He comes in and talks kind of like this. I had a better accent a couple months ago, but I did kind of lose it. But Benoit Blanc, I cannot wait to see him with Ryan Johnson on screen again. He is awesome. We're talking about doing a couple spin-off movies. I hope he gets it with Ryan Johnson because I love Benoit Blanc. I love this goddamn movie. It's emotional. You'll never guess how it's going to play out. But this donut hole scene, if you guys have seen the movie, it's a donut hole. It's a donut inside a donut and make you laugh, make you cry. It makes this movie awesome. I loved it. I can't wait to see it again. I can't wait to buy it on Blu-ray. But at number 1, drumroll please. We have a tie! That's right, I'm a cheater. I have a 1A and 1B, and we'll get to 1A first. Avengers Endgame. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, and I love it so much, and it just impacted me with everything inside of me. It was everything I wanted in an MCU movie, and if they said, we're not making any more MCU movies, and we're going to finish it off with Endgame, I'd be fine with that. But MCU movies are going to basically do $1 billion from here on out. They keep being good, so obviously they're not going to stop the franchise, but Endgame just broken things inside of me. If you guys haven't seen it, I'm sorry, but Tony Stark, when he died, it killed me. It really, I feel like I got beat up. And I left the theater and I was crying. And I didn't know what to do. I saw it 4 times in theaters. I've seen it 4 times at home. I own it on Steelbook. Avengers Endgame is going to stick with me forever. I have talked about it to everyone so many times. I've done spoiler discussions with people, not even on camera, just with random people I met in movies and everything. I love Avengers Endgame so much. But there is a tie we have here. So that was 1A, Avengers Endgame. Now we have 1B, Little Women. Whew. Greta Gerwig, I love you. Timothée Chalamet, you're my guy, you know you are. And Saoirse Ronan, Emma Watson, Florence Pugh, Laura Dern, Meryl Streep, you all are fantastic. And Florence Pugh and Saoirse Ronan are powerhouse actresses. And the sky's the limit for Florence Pugh, Saoirse Ronan, and Timothée Chalamet. They are just fantastic. I cannot wait to see what they do next. But what Greta Gerwig did, her direction, her cinematography, the editing, how she told this story. At first, I was kind of confused. But about 30 minutes in, I figured out what she was doing. And I fell in love. I fell in love with Little Women. I fell in love head over heels. And there's a love triangle. It's dramatic. You're picking sides. It makes you laugh. It will make you cry. I felt myself getting emotional. This is my favorite movie of the year. I have to have Endgame on there just because I've watched it 8 times. And I talked about how much I love it so much. But these 2 are my favorite movies of the year. Avengers Endgame and Little Women. If I had to pick between the 2, I'm not doing it because I can do what I want on my channel. But guys, there you have it. My 10 favorite movies of the year. What are your guys' 10 favorite movies? Thank you guys so much for rocking with me this year. It's been a fantastic year for my channel. When I started 2019, I had 50 subscribers. I have over 300 now, so I'm beyond grateful for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Do me a favor and go see a movie. If you guys are still watching, comment down below, hashtag Little Endgame. Just for fun, no one will understand. If you guys are still rocking with me, thank you so much for watching. Do me a favor, go see a movie. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.